streams.
Alright. Hold on.
Are you streaming?
Wait. I'm waiting for the thing to go live. Alright, we're live.
Alright.
Boys, what's going on?
Got a limp on now. Got a old man Michael. So this stream is really for those of you who stuck around. Alright, we have this whole month people are saying, oh my god, Bitcoin's entering a 4-year cycle. It's on its menstrual period. It's gonna go down. We're gonna be super negative. But this is for those of you who stuck around. This is for your holders. This is for your winners. Because the people who have held and people who watch this, we've been making content for a long time. We just saw a video of young Ron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you grew up with Bitcoin.
Yes, sir.
And will be a lot more prosperous with it too. So. Guys, folks, what are we gonna do today?
Why are you limping?
Why am I limping? Okay, story time. So story time before everything starts. Story time. Gout. Okay, this is the Asian limp, man. This is
Gout.
like the Asian old man limp. When you suddenly feel like you injured your foot, but you didn't really kick it, and it hurts like a truck. It's like 1,000 needles on your joints. Like, just like, it's...
Yeah, you said 1,000 needles.
1,000 needles. It's like,
can't.
what happens is, this uric acid, okay, long story, it crystallizes. It becomes a solid between your joints. That's like a dick thing. It's like a dick thing. It's like, oh yeah. It's like, there's too much uric acid. It crystallizes in your joints. And then it's like, ooh, the pain.
1,000 needles.
It almost feels like a fracture. That's how much it feels like. But this is crypto. Even if I have fucking joint pain, we'll carry on. We'll fight. All right, because we ain't going down. We ain't got a 4-year cycle. We got money to be made. So let's make some money. Okay.
Dive right in.
All right, that's a painful face. That's a good image. That's a good. Yeah. We fight, guys, boys. I think like this society is like, it's not used to fighting anymore.
Yeah, I think they gave up.
They gave up. But the strong people, we fight on and we make fuck tons of money. So hey, that's not bad, right? So not a bad solution to our problems. So let's take a quick look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything. Like we're in the middle of December. Ooh, this is some sexy preview coming up.
Yes, sir. Boys, big exclusive
coming
perks.
Yeah. Next after we do a market. Most important is to look at markets.
Let's see first how we're doing right now.
Sorry to cut you off, Ron.
All good. Bitcoin at 89,616, bro. Last night, we had
a dream? You had a dream? Did you have a dream?
I had a dream, yeah.
You had a dream.
I had a dream for the weekend pump, but late last night, Sunday night, we saw Bitcoin dumping from 90K all the way to 88,200, which was...
And these are figures that will cause people to question whether we are in the beginning of the end of the cycle. But I do feel that this time is radically different. So I feel like this is like, if you stuck around, you're still hodling, good for you. Because we've held through worse, and giving up now is like the stupidest thing you can ever do, in my opinion anyways. But this is like, this level, a lot of people were looking for a return back to like say 96K or above to signal that we're not entering a bear cycle. So these are some key points, right? So under 90K is a psychological limit for a lot of people. But that being said, if we can push beyond this, all right, we can really prove the idiots wrong. And I love doing that. All the way back in 2016, I remember people were like, oh no, I'm crying, like Bitcoin dropped below 8K, oh my god, it's over, am I gonna go back to my banking job? Okay, cool, go back to your banking job, go be poor. It's okay, you're not fit for this, all right? So if you're crying right now, just click X on the video, go back to your banking job, it's okay. It's not for you. This is not for you, okay?
Yeah.
This is not for you. This is for winners. Winners only.
Winners only.
Winners only.
I mean, look at Michael Saylor. He's still buying, right?
He's still buying, and he's not liquidated yet. We got more left in us, and there's going to be more.
Yeah.
All right, so key fundamental levels. That being said, of course, we did have a little bounce. I was actually looking to buy Ethereum this morning, but yet again we bounced back a little bit. So now I'm kind of waiting. I was gonna do a quick scalp, and the play actually did pump up. So it's interesting.
This morning we were at here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 a.m. Hong Kong time was around.
Yeah, I was like, I can wait on this.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Don't worry, chill. Wait till I get to the office. Just an hour, and boom, we're up. So that goes to show that positivity is returning back into space.
Yeah.
And I do want to say we made a video prior to this, talking about how Tom Lee was pointing fingers to market makers, saying market makers effed up.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll censor this because this is going to be a longer video. But how market makers effed up.
Yeah.
All right. That was more than 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now they're returning. Right.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch that, the TLDR summary was that market makers, instead of being market neutral, they ended up losing money during that big dump.
Yeah.
And they had to raise more money, and usually that takes time, and that's stuff that happens in the background, right? But now we're kind of seeing the market strength return.
Slightly.
Not fully.
Not fully.
All right, not fully. I take that. I'll take that. But not fully. All right. I understand. It's okay. But I'm a patient drink. I'm a tea drinker now.
You're a tea drinker now.
I'm a
Uncle Iro.
Uncle Iro. It's have some warm tea and calm your mind. Gentle. The chi. Exactly. You have the chi. The chi flows back in, right? And if you look at this calmly, right? Like I am actually looking for a lot of buying opportunities for the next few months.
Yeah.
Right. The biggest concern is still the Japan carry trade, but we have some interesting news from FOMC. Let's do a quick recap on that as well,
okay.
And then we'll move on to the current markets and everything.
Yeah, actually, I would like to take a bit of time just to add on to what Michael said, because I strongly agree the market makers have a hole in their balance sheet. Yeah, because you see, after October 10th, the Binance liquidation, we always have up and down in a very irregular movement. Yes, it's like Bart Simpson's everywhere. You have one from the down, you have one from the up, you have one from the down, then you have one from the up, then you have one from the down, then you have one from the up, then you have one from the down, and up and down and up. Now, in normal market conditions, we very rarely see this. This is as a result of very thin order books, right? Normally, it's the market maker's job to provide liquidity in the order book, to tighten the spread. That way, everyone
and absorb the dumps.
Exactly.
Yeah, they absorb the large buys, they absorb the large sells, but then they're not absorbing it here.
Clearly not.
Clearly not. Right? So a lot of people didn't really read between the lines of what Tom Lee was saying. He was directly pointing fingers at the people who were, in the red.
Yeah.
But he couldn't point fingers because he invested in people who were pointing red. So I think that was kind of the fine line you have to read there. But yeah, it's exactly like the Bart Simpsons everywhere, and we'll still have more, but we do see a return. And I just had a good comment there, and I do actually believe this too. This is from the note. Note says would come back after holidays, and I think that's very likely.
You know what? I think that's true too.
Yeah.
They gotta chill right now, reassess, go to vacation. A lot of troubles.
Even Ron has to have a holiday soon. So I think this is one of our last few streams before. So we're gonna have a massive. So after looking at the markets, we're gonna tell you guys about our Christmas event that we're gonna host tomorrow a little bit early because my buddy here needs to go on holiday and relax and just like forget about crypto and his life and everything, and then come back and fight.
Yeah.
And he's like the market maker. Ron's the market maker.
I guess I am. Well, I'm the market taker.
The market taker.
Market order all the way.
Market order all the way. Okay.
Friender says more liquidated, more profits. What do you think about that?
I think only very select people are getting profits. Like, I'm in Bybit Wealth, and that's supposed to be making profits off neutral trades, and maybe liquidating people, but I'm not making any money there. Yeah, like my rewards have dropped substantially, so I'm like, who's making money right now because they ain't Bybit?
The private wealth management.
Yeah, well, the private wealth management, they were doing almost 20%, and now it's down to 1% right now. So I think there's not as many opportunities, or the markets are so volatile they don't want to take their trade. So it's actually very interesting to see what's going on. I think they're kind of holding the capital and just waiting on a corner, including my capital.
Yeah.
You know, I want my money to be working, but it's not working.
No one's working.
No one's working, right? Just a little bit of a tad bit over here. I can show you guys all the stuff, and we'll show you guys on Discord. Okay, so quick plug to our Discord. What's happening on Discord, Ron?
Discord, we got a huge Christmas giveaway community event.
Front Run Santa.
Yes, sir. The Front Run Santa, let me play it.
Whoa! He's giving out money. Discord.gg, baby.
Yes, sir. We got a lot of freebies. We have also a lot coming down the line that hasn't been confirmed yet. So Christmas will still extend all the way to 2026 if we get our hands on that goodies.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we have a huge Christmas campaign coming from Bing X. It's the largest campaign prize pool in history. 6 million USDT prize pool across 5 events this month. It's literally free money. One of the event,
Shaking that tree. We're shaking that Santa. You know,
Yep.
Santa, he got front run. We were there waiting for him. Shake that Santa, baby.
Yes,
Shake him
sexy.
till I mean it. Oh. And on that note as well, we got some special deals. This was like, you know, this is so raw that like this is like cool events and stuff, right? 6 million, whatever, blah blah blah. This is cool. But we got some private deals as well. So anyone who joins Bing X, they literally like basically for 5K trade volume you get $200. Dude, 5K trade volume is like
it's too easy.
it's dude, it's like if you're trading like even if you like load up $500 and you just do a 10x trade, you know, twice or something like that, you're good to go. Like I'm accounting for error. Okay, I'm accounting for error. But
and you can just do the smart way, delta hedge.
Delta
delta
hedge.
neutral
yeah,
hedging.
you can play around. You can do something crazy. So right now, 5K trade gets you $200 of trial fund, but then you can use that trial fund and just get real funds with it, right? We'll talk about how that works. 1.2 mil, you get 800. 50 mil, you get 500. So this is on top
5,000.
of 5,000.
Yes.
On top of everything you're doing. So we're really shaking that tree. Like I literally. I was like really shaking that the CEO, like I don't want to co-owners of Bing X. I'm like literally give something for our people. So this is on top,
Yes.
right? So you know you see all those like exchange promos and stuff. This one is like the one. Okay, so if there's any time you want to do it, join now. All right, get Bing X or talk to us about it and figure it. We'll figure this out. But the whole idea of this month was to really shake down some prizes to get to you guys because you know it's a great time. It's a great time to celebrate, and we need to. You know, it doesn't come naturally. You gotta shake down that tree to do it. So, this was literally given to me on an Excel spreadsheet. That's how legit it is. You know when it's legit when it's on an Excel spreadsheet. Like, all right, guys, this is what we can do. All right, you're squeezing me hard. This is what we can do. But yes, this is what we got. Plus on that one with the fancy graphics. Plus we have giveaways coming in on channel on top of that as well. So. Order of operations right now. Join Discord ASAP if you haven't done so already. So it's the box trading Discord. I throw the Santa out again. Join the Discord. First and foremost, you will automatically front run Santa if you join our Discord. Then there's a little survey that we're filling out to just better serve you guys. Fill in that survey, you're qualified, you're done. Okay, so you don't have to join the exchange or anything. You already get and be part of our massive giveaway campaign that we're just giving that away tomorrow. Then on top of that, if you join Bing X right now, all right, you qualify for everything that we talked about, and then there's become people who are supporting you. It'll be a family. All right, this is the gathering that you're looking for.
Yeah, we're gonna win big in 2026.
Okay, cool.
Yes, Sirski. Okay, let's dive into. Let's actually take a look what performed
bubbles?
well today. Yeah.
Nothing.
MY, this is top 1 to 100.
Nothing performed.
Nothing performed.
Okay,
Nothing
chill.
sexy.
Okay,
Let's
don't
see.
worry about it.
100 to 200.
Nothing. Don't worry about
Beat
it.
meme coin. This one is still on the radar. That is crazy. Look, up 95.4% for the week, 500% for the monthly. Look at that big dip towards $1.50, but reversed back again towards new all-time high. I think we gotta add this to the degen alerts.
Nah. Cool. One outlier. It's okay. I want to see a field of green and then that one underperformer. That's
Oh.
Yeah. How about let's do a week? Let's do a week. Let's do a
You wanna
let's
see
do a
weekly?
week.
All right.
All right. Let's do a year. Let's make it a year.
Okay. Let's see 1 to 100.
Terrible year. Oh, it's a year. It's okay. A year is okay.
What the is this? AV token?
That's not bad.
Eh.
Why not? 1 year. 1 year, Zcash, okay, but it's been a rough year. It's okay. You know what? You know, we're used to rough years. Drink some tea, my friend. Drink some tea. All right, cool. TLDR. It's not that great, but that being said, I think the setup is interesting. I think the setup is interesting. Hi, Llama.
Llama's here. Pablo.
Llama's here.
Deepash, what's up?
All right, cool. So what else is new? What's up? What else is good?
Yeah. So next up, the big news is Bank of Japan interest rate decision.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit. All right. Yeah. So this was the biggest fear that was affecting me. All right. That's right.
You as well.
Well, I feel like this was the. I didn't want to be surprised, all right, because we saw major dumps before from the result of a Japan carry trade, and we do see political tensions rising.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't see many ways for Japan to move out and grow the economy without raising interest rates.
Exactly.
Right. I feel like they're so tied down. With, I guess, poking at China. They just got a stick and they're like, yeah, let's poke at China. Let's do that. That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, Japan #1. Let's poke at let's poke that hornet's nest. So now their only way to get out of this, to fix the situation, is to raise interest rates. So I feel like they kind of trapped themselves in the corner, right? Now there's like a swarm of bees over them. They're like, yo, shit, gotta hide. All right. And then raise that interest rate, press a button. All right, okay, and that seems to be the case, and I just don't want to be caught off guard for this. So I really want to see what's happening here, and Ron, take us through that.
Yeah, basically the consensus is already in. This part right here was not filled in until a couple of days ago, so it's very clear now. Even on poly markets, we're seeing overwhelmingly 100% that everyone will think Japan will raise interest rates.
Right, and that means cheap Japanese yen that people were borrowing with basically low to no interest rates. That's no longer going to be as cheap. Actually, just turn the volume down a little bit. Sorry, just on that one. So just turn it down a notch because I see us clipping. Okay. So that cheap Japanese yen was actually used to prop up a lot of markets. Right? So Americans were borrowing that, propping up the markets. And then, of course, now that the cheap yen is gone, they might have to untangle some of that. So by untangling, it means selling Bitcoin. Right? So,
yeah, and the counter argument here was that last year, right, was a very violent dump because it was out of nowhere that Bank of Japan decided to raise.
Right, so the sudden dump over here, right?
So a lot of counter argument is that what if it's not going to happen because the market right now is pricing in that move.
Correct.
But here's the thing. JP Morgan analysts are saying only 50% of the carry trade were unwinded last year, meaning 50% more yet to come.
But that being said, I think now we're more aware of it, so I'm actually still a little bit more optimistic than I was before. So now that the market's gone for a while, and poly markets has already predicted, it's already priced in, right? Like look at poly markets, almost at 100% that the interest rates are going up. So like it's like it's like okay, Einstein, Duh. Right. You didn't know this was gonna happen? Like, from Santa. Yeah, even Santa knows. Santa's like, yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
Out of nowhere.
He came out of nowhere and said, yeah, if you don't know, you're a freaking loser. All right, so I think that's already priced in. So now that we got a lot of negativity priced in, I actually feel like crypto markets are not as bad as
it's still holding pretty okay around the 90K.
Yeah. Right. Like all the doomsayers were gonna say what, like 70K, 60K. We're gonna go drop down to 30K. But I'm still ready for that. Okay, I'm still ready for that. But that being said, it actually is looking a little bit more positive than The key here is to remember, and I think the biggest argument I would say, all right, let's move out to just a discussion point, all right, about what's going to happen next year. And I think one of the biggest arguments that you can really argue against the 4-year cycle and why this, a longer cycle for Bitcoin is coming to play is because of midterm elections, because of Trump. He's got to really show that he's doing a good job, right? And the easiest way to do that is by printing more money, right? Right? Like everything points to that printer.
Yeah.
All right. Look, it's like White House meetings. Like boys, what have we forgotten? The printer.
But sir, but President Trump, what about hyperinflation? No,
Wait, that too.
Here we go.
Here we go, boys.
Santa, there's Trump right there.
Yeah. Send the money out. So guys, you gotta front run Santa. So that's why I do feel like right now is a time where you shouldn't give up on crypto. You should really watch out and look for opportunity to get in. You should definitely like. I do agree. Sometimes you should look at the past history, look at the cycles. That's great. But the history never repeats itself in the same way. I want the history to repeat itself in the same way, but it doesn't, right? So yeah, I like if you actually look at what the setup and look at what's coming, I think that's a much better indication of what's going on. Poly market is insider's market. That's great. That's great. Great information for me. Yes, more insider information for me, please. Thank you. Poly market. Good. Thank you. That's it solves a lot of problems, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, everyone's just gonna be like debating. Yeah, we are. I think it's not gonna raise interest rates. Like motherfucker. Like then, if you don't think so, then put your fucking bet in. Okay, put your bet in. All right. Like go affect the market. Bring it down to 50, and I'll go in it too. All right.
Yeah.
So TLDR, I do think. It's pricing in. So that's why things are looking up. How did FOMC go last week? How was it?
Yeah, here's the thing. Okay, FOMC. They cut the rates. However, dot plot. Did I put in a macro? Hold on.
You probably put it in that.
Right. Yeah, Sirski.
Ooh, there's some things to watch out for. Ooh, this is great.
Okay, so last week they cut rates. Great. Okay. But BTC no pump, okay? But what about next year? I think a lot of people are expecting, we're going to aggressively cut to 2%. But right now, seems like a lot of FOMC members still want to hold interest rates higher for longer. And Powell has hinted that, maximum they'll get a rate cut for next year is just one time, right? One time instead of 3 or 4 like we want, because they still have to control inflation, right? If you cut it too aggressively, it's hyperinflation, right?
But he's not. If you don't cut it, he's gonna lose his job.
But which is interesting too, because there were reporters there asking him about, what do you think about your job getting replaced, basically? And then, he said, I'm not gonna comment on that.
No comment. Cool.
But then the second reporter asked him the same question, but framed differently. He said, pretty smartly, he said, I want to leave a legacy of a strong labor market in the U.S. And with 2% inflation.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna.
That's all I want.
That's all I want. Okay. So.
But that's when we're cooked, because Kevin Hast's coming in and it's gonna be great. Okay, short term, but man, they need to deal with the prospects.
That's how America's always done it. All right, to be fair, America's always put tomorrow's problems tomorrow.
That's the fiat system.
Yeah, that's a fiat system.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why we want to go Bitcoin, and there's a reason why all of this has so much fundamental support, right? So TLDR is that they don't want to put in as many cuts as we want, but that being said, a lot of people are saying there's no other choice, right? All right, should we wrap this up? Were you good?
One more thing.
How
this relates to alt season? We're not gonna get alt season until 2029.
2029?
Yeah.
9?
If we're holding interest rates for longer, we're not gonna get a alt season, Michael. Because you know why 2021 alt season was so strong?
The force was with us, bro. Because of DeFi. Because the DeFi bros were with us.
Because during that time, interest rate were at 0.25%. So it's very cheap to play the casino. And it's not a coincidence that ever since 2022, alts have just been bleeding. Agree? What did I miss from before 2020? Actually, it was actually pretty low too, no? 0.5%, no higher than 2.5% during that time. I think it's a very fair
no, I disagree. I strongly disagree that we are interest rates dictate where altcoins go. I strongly disagree because who plays altcoins? It's all the degens. Do the degens
Exactly.
the degens at a casino care how much the casinos are taking on the slot machines? They don't, because slot machines have the worst odds, all right? But people still play slots, all right? It's like dumb people tax, but people still love it, right? Like my argument here is that I do think that look, all seasons are really strong when you have community. You're trading pictures, all right? I don't think picture trading, like, I don't think the people who are like 4D calculating interest rates and everything are the same people playing meme coins. I mean, the people playing meme coins are like, or NFTs are like, oh, this picture hot, okay, this is gonna pump, that. It's that sort of mentality. And think about it, right? I think altcoin season will come after more public interest comes into crypto, and that's the problem. Like, there wasn't that much public interest in crypto this time. It was a very quiet bull market. Okay. Right. There was barely any noise. Right. Look, search results for. I'll rather bring this up faster, but Google Trends. Right now, not Hong Kong, but I just want to do global. Bitcoin. This was very quiet. Not just Hong Kong. Let's just do worldwide, right? Past, all right, 25 years. People don't give a crap. Jesus. Right, we're just so quiet. Look at this. Like, this year, 2025 was a very strong year for Bitcoin, but yet the interest is just none. Right, and I think if you look at 2004 to now, look at this. There's no spike. There's no spike like this, right? This was like the major spike that interest ignited a lot of interest and new people coming in. There weren't that many people coming in, so I feel like altcoins. Yes, I'm not gonna attribute it to a casino, but that being said, altcoins ties a lot with the degen cycle, the degen market, and there's just not enough degens, right? And look at this, its interest is going down, right? So I do feel like the public perception of crypto isn't very fun. We're kind of the butt of all jokes now, but that's okay. It's okay. It's like I worked with so many people who had unpopular opinions that came out true, right? And I feel like this is one of the cases where, I don't think it's because people want to gamble on shitcoins. That's right. I do feel like people want to just gamble on shitcoins, and I don't think they care about interest rates that much. They do,
because wouldn't you think about this? 2021, that was huge altcoin season. I think the amount of money it takes to drive price up to billions of market cap has to be from borrowed money.
In a way, yes.
Or is that too oversimplified?
But I think it's like, in a way, yes. But it's like a lot of times I feel like people were just freeing up a little bit of money from Bitcoin, right? Okay. So Bitcoin and Ethereum from the majors, and going to the alts because they saw the majors were already doing well. So it's like you take your winnings from a casino and then you go to the slots, you go to the smaller tables, whatever. You just kind of burn off the degen energy you already won, right? So you just need to burn off some of that degen energy, right? And then you just want some other people to play with you, right? And as long as the community is there, it was great. But now I think a lot of people who were benefiting from this major pump or institutions are very quiet, right? But that being said, I think when the next big pump comes, when people get tired of shitting on crypto, it becomes popular. It's like a cycle. It's like a trend cycle. Okay. Right? I feel like it's like that. Like, people are right now, they're still like big on like shitting on crypto, but they haven't realized how how profitable it was, to be fair. So I think maybe he might be as well on the side. So it might be dependent on I think 2026 is probably enough time. It's really like fashion, right? Like right now, it's like it's fashionable to shit on crypto holders. Just fashion. This is cool. Bitcoin. Yeah. What a Bitcoin, like Bitcoin, bro. Yeah. But then it'll just go out of fashion, and maybe money talks. How is $1 billion not sophisticated? How is that not sophisticated? And once they start seeing that, they're like, oh yeah, it's kind of cool again.
When do you think that will be?
Yeah, I think 2026 will maybe.
Promise?
27, okay? 2026, 27. Give me one more year. 2026, 27, okay? But
Why is that so in line with the dot plot?
but I feel like that's scam. But with that, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed tuning in. And if you guys are watching Boxmining channel, there's a lot to do this year and next year. So make sure to subscribe, join Box Trading. Let's put Santa back on. Santa back on. Step 1, Discord. Step 2, survey. Get the VIP. We're going to do the giveaways tomorrow. Step 3, join Being X. Okay. With that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Peace out.
Sha-na-na!